Batoy. Ayun, magandang gabi po. Magandang gabi po. Good evening po. Alam ko pong hindi maganda ang gabi, pero in another sense, it's beautiful. This is hard for me na kasi alam niya na nag-host ako, rumaraket kami ni Kiara, punta kami sa Tagaytay, sa Alabang, mag-host kami na iba-ibang bagay, ganyan. So alam ko na, inaasahan na rin niya itong gawin ko. Pero kahit mahirap, di ba, sabi nga nila, wala tayong choice. Tatampo siya sa akin. The show must go on. We have prepared a small program of sorts, to celebrate his life. Kumbaga, to celebrate kung ano yung naging impact niya sa atin. How much of himself he has given to each of us. Mahirap, sabi ko nga, mahirap para sa akin na ako ang tagapagpadaloy ngayong gabi, pero again, wala tayong choice. So to start off po, ang una pong magbibigay ng kanyang mensahe, kwento, yung ko sabihin mensahe, magbibigay ng kwento na kung sino po si Papa para sa kanya ay ang kanyang panganay na kapatid, si Tita Tel. She has been supporting Papa since 2002. Kaya her story matters a lot kasi malaking bahagi po ng buhay ni Papa ang matagal at buong buhay kong ipagpapasalamat kay Tita Tel. So, ayun po, si Tita Tel po ang kanyang panganay na kapatid.
I cannot really start anything. And I don't know how to start it. But Jojo, my youngest and our baby, has been really total a part of our life. Talagang, we've been really very close. We are 6, 4 girls and 2 boys. And it really pains me because I have really loved all my siblings. But especially really, I gave so much attention to my 2 brothers because I just felt that they will be carrying our family. Because, I am the eldest, but both of them really was our rock. The 2 boys in our family gave their life to us, to all of us as their siblings na puro babae. My memories with Jojo will be always like happy memories, and I will always cherish. Like Boy, my other brother, they occupy a very special part of my heart. And Jojo had been always like a sort of catalyst to all of us, a pacifier. He is very calm, and whatever, all of us, even you, had always like discussion, disagreement with siblings. But Jojo never, I've never felt from him, and maybe my brothers and my sisters will say the same, that Jojo never Joyce, napakabait. Siya po yung sa amin na walang kinakampihan. He was always neutral. And whoever comes to his place, his humble place, he has always his arms open, his smile, his laugh, and he will always ask, "What do you want? What can I do for you?" The same as my brother, my other brother. Silang dalawa really had the same. And all those memories, I'm sure my sisters now will always cherish. And I will always miss him because every time I would come, he would be the first one to call me and say, "Ate Tel, ano bang gusto mong kainin? Ano bang namimiss mo? Because I will prepare for you." Even when he was already sick, hindi niya pinaramdam sa akin na may sakit siya. And no matter what, he would always open his arms. Jojo, I will miss you. Even I live very far, I'm not living from here, but every morning and every night, he would text me, "Ate Tel, mag-ingat ka sa train. I love you." I wake up in the morning with a text from him, and I sleep and go to bed with a text from him. I will miss those texts every night and every morning. Because in his little way, I know he loved me and he appreciated what little things I could share with him. I love all my siblings, and they know that there is no more important than the others. I have showed everything to them na pare-pareho lang sila. But because I am very far from some of them, and because my two brothers were really our rock, I don't know, I just gave more attention maybe to them. Kaya, I will miss him really very much. And I know, Jojo, that you know how much I love you. And I will always love you.
Salamat, Tita Tel. Yung susunod pong magsasalita, nag-usap po kami tatlo, paano ba ito? Kasi nawala yung listahan ko ng mga magkakasunod-sunod. Sabi niya sa akin, pag by age mo na lang yung magkakapatid. Para safe. Para safe, di ba? So yung susunod po ay, kinausap ko po yung kapatid ni Papa na si Tita Chick, kaso ayaw niya. Kinausap ko din po yung susunod, si Ate Trixie, kaso bago pa lang po ako magsalita, maayaw na siya. Wala pa ako sinasabi dyan, wag ako ha. So sabi ko si Ate Tin na lang, especially because she was there during the last moments of my dad when I was absent actually, hindi ko po siya naabutan, pero Ate Tin was there. She tried to help him and she tried her best. So, ayun po, ang next pong kasalita ay ang aking magandang doktor ang insan.
Doktora? Bilisan mo.
Ikaw din ba?
Ano talaga pag-doktor? Kailangan rated lahat.
So, rating room.
Good evening. I want to take time out to thank to thank each and every one of you uh, for visiting us today and celebrate the life of Tito Jojo. Tito Jo was a very humble, loving, kind-hearted, and God-fearing man. When we were young, we all lived in one apartment. So me, my Ate Trix, Ate Bing, and Ate Nins really grew up with him. At that time, my mom went to London to work. My Tito Boy and his wife, Tita Neng, also went overseas to work. I would always remember him as the one taking care of all of us, cooking food for us, and always being there as Lola, Mami, and our parents were working as well. Being the good cook that he was, Tito Jo would always be the one in charge of the food during our family gatherings. When the time came for us to separate houses, he was already with Tita Janet. They transferred to the south, as well as together with Tita G and Tito Mon. But we would always have get-togethers during birthdays and holidays. Now with the addition of our younger cousins, as you can see, we're a very close-knit family. In 2002, Tito Jojo underwent kidney transplant as a complication of his DM. From then on, we would always treat him with caution. We saw how his loving wife and family took good care of him in his needs. Growing up, we saw how Tito Jo fought to win over his life. His life battles, especially with regards to his health. I know it hasn't been easy for those who love Tito Jo to deal with his passing. Personally, it's always hard for me. Whenever someone in the family gets sick or passes. But I guess we all should take refuge in the belief that he is now in a much better place than all of us, a place with God, a place where there's no more pain and suffering, a place of everlasting happiness with Tito Boy, Mami, and all our departed relatives. We will all miss you. I will surely miss you, Tito Jo. Please watch over us and pray for us, especially Tita Ja, Jeannie, and Jen. I love you, Tito, until we meet again.
Kahirap naman rin. Ang susunod po, dahil si Tita Tel, si Tita Chit, si Tita Monet po, kaso kanina sumisenya sa akin ngayon. So, kinausap ko po yung aming pinsan, si Ate Mona, to share a few words for my dad. So, ayun po.
I grew up with only one parent, my mom. I didn't have my other progenitor around it. But I was so very lucky that I had two father figures in my life. The tragic part is the past tense word of had. And while I was in the desolation of my sorrow when I heard that Tito Jo has left us, a thought occurred to me that I shouldn't be sad because I was so very lucky that I had an uncle like him. See, Tito Jojo, he was strong. He was very strong and very brave to have faced all of the obstacles that life threw at him. He was this simple and humble man who lived his life and lived it to the fullest with every second that he had. And most of all, he was so loving. And that's when I thought, na even as he leaves us, and no matter what kind of life he has lived, Tito Jo, he's the luckiest of all of us. And he is also the richest of all of us. Paano kasi? We all gave him a piece of our heart. Look around. Andito tayong lahat to mourn his loss. But more than that, to celebrate his life. Because we all love him. And most of all, he also loved all of us. And that's why I say that he's the richest of all of us. Kasi he also gave a piece of his heart to all of us. And it's something that we will treasure forever. And it's something that we will always remember. And will live on forever in our hearts. Si Tito Jo, kaya nga sinabi ko, simple and humble lang siya. And I thought na we should all take a page from his book with how he lived his life. Kasi, whatever he had in abundance, and that is love, he shared with all of us through his simplest acts. Naalala ko nung bata pa ako na nakatira kami sa Matatag. Nagkakapit bahay kami nila, Tito Jo, Tita Sha, Zet, Ate Jamie, sila Tito Boy, sila Tita Neng, Ate Sha, Kuya Pao, Ate Beng. Naalala ko yung pagdadating ako ng hapon from school. Pagkababili sila ng pandesal, we will always have merienda sa bahay nila. And while having merienda, he will always ask me what I want for dinner. Kasi we always had dinner at this place. And I actually thank him kasi he was the one who introduced me into loving and enjoying the Filipino cuisine. Tatanong niya sa akin palagi ko na special request ko. Tapos yun yung gagawin nila ni Tita siya. And pagdating ng gabi, while we eat dinner, magkukwentuhan kami palagi. We would create so many happy memories of joking, fooling around, telling stories, especially of their childhood. Kasama na rin syempre yung staple na primetime teleserye. Tapos, lolokohin pa ni Tito Jojo si Lola Mami noon dun sa mga pinapanood niya. We had so many memories that we created. And that will stay with us forever. And most of all, I think, ang pinakaswerte na para sa amin ni Mama is that we were given this chance to share a home again before we left and to create more memories. Na I'm not going to go into the circumstances of how that came to be. Pero sabi ko nga din kay Mama na nag-usap kami after hearing what had happened, na at the end of the day, I felt to be lucky and blessed because he was able to share his last moments, the last few years of his life with us, to create more memories. And for a time being, before umalis kami ni Mama, I felt like nasa matatag na ulit kami. Kasi, again, it happened. Yung dinner conversations, yung kulitan, yung memories that we're all making. Na hanggang sa pag-alis namin, and every time na bumibisita kami ni Mama, at pupunta namin sila Tito Jo at sila Tita Ja, palagi niya nagtatanong anong gusto ko kainin, ano yung special request namin ni Mama, na yung hindi ko mainasahan na last meal that we would share sa bahay nila. And nagpabili pa siya kay Jet nung fresh lumpiang ubod, na kain kami nila Mama. Kasi ganun siya eh, he's thoughtful, uunahin ka niya. Uunahin niya kung anong gusto mo. He will share his time with you. And sisiguraduhin niya na every moment is worth it. Na iniiyakan pa namin yung Mama. It's before kasi kami umuwi for a whole year. Naglalambing siya sa amin. That every time na may hihilingin siyang wish, sasabi ko agad, oo Ma, basta si Tito Jojo, oo agad yung sagot na yan. Kasi that's how much we love him. Na at one conversation pa nga, ang sabi naman ni Tito Jojo, okay lang ba talaga? Ngayon, ang dami mong hinihiling. And sabi ko sa kanya, okay lang yung Tito, basta pag umuwi kami nila Mama, pagluto mo lang kami ng mga paborito mo. Na hindi ko naman inaasahan na hindi na yun mangyayari ulit. I guess at the end of the day, ang naiisip ko na lang is, instead of feeling the sorrow of his loss, instead of feeling the hurt and the pain, I remember this phrase that I read once upon a time, na don't cry that it's over. Smile because it happened. And at the end of the day, even while we're mourning his loss, naisip ko na I really am happy that he happened in our lives. And we were able to share the simplest and the shortest of moments. Kasi yung binigay sa atin ni Tito Jojo, hindi naman yun yung isang bagay na kayang ibigay ng kahit sino. He gave us time and love. He gave us care. Na at the end of the day, yun yung pinaka-precious kasi hindi mo mabibili yun. And also, again, na talagang napakaswerte ni Tito Jojo. Kasi kahit na wala naman siyang napakaraming lupa or monetary treasures or materialistic items na iiwan behind, he's leaving behind a legacy with all of us, a memory of his life. And he is taking away with him the love that we have. Eh lahat naman ng tao, walang matatangay na materialistic na superficial item pag pumunta sila sa langit. Pero si Tito Jojo, he will take away our love for him. And I know na as we continue on with our journey, we will take his love with us as well.
Muna, to share an anecdote lang. Kasi pag nagdi-dinner kami, kakain kami ganyan, minsan sabihin niya, yung ulam namin ng tanghalian ngayon, yun yung hapunan namin mamaya. Tapos pag may natira, yung agahan namin kinabukasan. Ganun po kasimple yung tatay ko. And one thing na lagi niyang sinasabi sa amin ni ate, na napaka-importante, is wala akong ipapamana sa inyo kasi hindi ako mayaman. Pero mayaman ako sa pagmamahal. And everyday, may time na everyday niyang sinasabi sa amin yun. And sinasabi ko nga sa mga pinsan kong nakakausap ko lately, parang si Papa medyo irritable yan kasi may sakit. Pero siguro yung pinaka-hinahangaan ko sa kanya yung grabe siya magmahal ng tao. Pag mahal ka niya, wala siyang pipiliin. Kumbaga kahit wala na siyang hawak, kung ano yung tinitira niya para sa kanya, ibibigay pa niya sa'yo. Ganun po si Papa. And siguro to move on to the next speaker. Siguro kung meron man sa amin, bukod po sa mga kapatid ni Papa, na matagal na kasama si Papa. Na matagal talaga. na lahat simula sa pagkakakilala nila ni Mama hanggang sa pagkakapanganak ko. Eh, nasaksihan niya po. Oo, yun. Si Ate Beng po yun. Unang pamangkin kay Tito Boy. So, mahirap.
So, hindi ko na talaga yung extension eh. Hanggang dito na. But, I'd like to say good evening to everybody. This is not really easy for me because I can really count it in my fingers how many times I have to stand up in front of everyone to actually talk about the person who just passed away from the family. I do not talk, just talk. I do not say a thing that didn't came inside my heart. I don't put it in a paper. I don't use a pen. It's because it's incorporated in my heart and in my mind. I was the eldest among all. That's the nephews and the niece. Why did I say that? My mom and my dad got married at the age of 17 and 18. So just imagine, I was growing up being surrounded by my aunts and my uncles. I have been passed from one aunt to another. But I can definitely say that when I was growing up, I grew up with Tito Joe. It wasn't the perfect relationship, but I can say that it's the best among the best that I had in my life. Because at the time when my father and my mother had to work abroad, my sister and I was left behind with Tito Joe. So he stood as our dad. Until Tita Ja came along, he stood as our mom and our dad. Until suddenly, I'm Thais, Jamie came, and then everything happened just like that. At first, I was like asking myself, why did it have to be Tito Joe? I can see the frustrations from my dad because I know my dad loves my Tito Joe so much. I remember when Tito Joe had the transplant that he had to carry my uncle going up and down. I can see how my father would sacrifice his life to give his own life for Tito Jojo. Every day that, my dad would do that routinary thing, and after doing it, he would actually talk to me, my sister and my brother and my mom. I cannot remember a day that he didn't shed a tear. And I was like thinking, why is my dad so affected? And then one time we had like this opportunity that my dad and I had to talk really heart to heart, because among all the cousins, to be honest with you guys, I'm like a child, I really don't take life seriously. They would always joke around that you have to be serious in life. And I would not listen to anyone. That's how hard-headed I am. Not because I wanted to be a child, but because I don't want to lose the memory of these people. I just want to be a child because I don't want to wake up one morning that I won't be able to see them anymore. They would always say, my cousins would always say that, Ate Beng, you have a favorite among all of us. And it's Jet Jet. Tito Jo, I wouldn't like, yes, paborito ko talaga si Jet Jet, and you can't blame me. You can't blame me because at that time when Tito Jo got sick, I took care of Jet Jet. Imagine he was just 6 years old. And we would sleep in their house, just the two of us. Each night, he would always go to bed with me. He would always ask me, Ate Ben, can you tell me stories? And I would always go back to how his mom and his dad met, the love story, how it started, how it blossomed, and how lucky they are to have a dad like Tito Jo and a mom like Tita Ja. I love you, Tita Ja, so much. It broke my heart to see you like that, because that's the same thing that my mom was, If I can only give an extension of my life just to have Tito Jo back, I will do it. Last night, we were here Everybody was fast asleep and I was the only one left awake. The entire time that I was awake, I was just staring at Tito Jo's picture until such time I had to stand up and I really had to look at him. And I was like telling myself, you know, when my father passed away, I lost my heart. Really. There are times that I question God, why? Because I know that everybody loves me, but the love that I got from my father is different from everyone. He doesn't criticize me. He doesn't ridicule me. He would always say, I'm proud of you, anak. From the biggest to the smallest thing that I've done, whether I shared a lot or I shared a little, it's the same thing with Tito Jo. The last conversation I had with him was, anak, I want you to be happy. Do the things that make you happy. Don't think about what other people would tell you, but think about, at the end of the day, what makes you happy. The last time that he was in the hospital, I remember the last word that he told me because I actually got the chance to touch him again. I don't want to get near him because I don't want him to actually get sick because of whatever bacteria I have. So, he just told me, anak, I love you. I love your siblings. Your sibling is my savior. He would always say that. Nina is my savior. He would always tell me that, you know, he would always remember how my sister would actually run, even if she's so busy in a meeting, how my brother would take care of Jejet. And Jejet, you know, I love you. I love you to that ading ko. No amount of money, no amount of riches can actually suffice or equal whatever it is that your father had left you behind. 3 things that you should always remember. Your dad, though he's not here anymore, though we won't be able to see him anymore, 3 things that he actually left you and your ate is the importance of family, fear of God, and how you take life one step at a time, aling ko. It's really painful because counting the months would be graduating, adding, and I know that your dad would be really, really very proud of you. He might not be there to march with you, but I know he would be guiding you always. Last night, well, I said my goodbye to my dear Tito Jo. And I remember my dad. Because the last time that my dad spoke to us when he was in the hospital, he was just like telling us, please look after your cousins, look after your Tito Jo, whatever happens, always be there for Tito Jo. And so we did. Tito Jo, for us, is like the symbol of us to be humble, to humble down ourselves, and to always remember the humble beginnings that we have. We started, we started from scratch. That's not a secret. Because they're the only two boys in the family, have all Marias. Maria Tita Tel, Maria Tita Manet, Tita Chit, and Tita G. Of course, we love our aunt so much. Similar to our uncle. But my father and my uncle, those the pillar. They are the pillar of the Rosales for us. They are the chain that binds everyone. And it's just hard because I don't know how to wake up each morning. Because I don't know how to really go to Jejet or Jamie or Tita Ja to ease the pain that they're having right now. There's no words to actually remove the pain. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Every day you wake up in the morning, the longer it takes, the harder it gets. The pain would be there. There is no moment, no time, no day that you would not remember how it is to be with your dad. But the only thing that you need to do is to look after your mom. Because every time you look at your mom, it would remind you how much your dad loves you and how much he wanted to be with you all the time. Now that he's finally resting, I hope that our family, since we started this, we became so close as cousins when Tito Joe got hospitalized. I started a group chat because I campaigned for Tito Joe. And I did not realize that by doing that, it would bring us more closer. That finally, it came to a point that we had to decide for the family without asking our aunts, our uncles, our mom, our dad. We decided as one that whatever it is that we have to plan, it was planned by everybody. By doing so, we tend to respect each other. The respect that I never realized that it would be taught by my dad and by Tito Joe. And of course, my aunts, and of course my mom and Tita Ja. So, Tito Joe, I love you. I'm gonna miss you. Don't think about your family because I will always be here for them. It's not just a word or a promise for the night or for the week, or it will be forever, Tito. You'll always be here for them, no matter what happens. I don't want to say goodbye, but instead I just want to say good night. Good night because I know someday we'll see each other again. And I know that when that time comes, my dad and Tito Joe would be there to actually welcome us. So I'm so sorry if it took time for me to say everything because it's really hard. And just, mahal naman kita. Okay, Tita. Nandito lang ako palagi. Kaila Tita Tel, kaila Tita Monet, Tita G, Tita Chi. I know you haven't recovered with what happened with my dad, and then this incident came again. Just always remember that we are always here for you as well. The same thing that, we are with Tito Joe and Tito Joe's family. The pain is different. The pain that the family feels, the pain that we feel, and the pain that the sibling feels is different. We cannot really compare what kind of pain we have. But we can only manage to support each other until such time that we don't feel that pain as a pain of loss, but instead a pain that taught us how to be one as a family. So, again guys, thank you so much.
Wala lang, ito lang. So, siguro po I want to take this opportunity to thank my titas and my tito and my dad for bringing up the family this way. Kasi it's amazing to see na magpipinsan kami pero para kami magkakapatid. Parang, not to compare, pero hindi ko siya nakikita masyado sa iba na parang pag magpipinsan they're so detached, ganyan. Kami magpipinsan na parang magkakapatid. Oo. Amazing lang. Kaya, ma-agree siya. Pero gusto ko po magpasalamat sa lahat for bringing up the family this way kasi it wouldn't have happened kung hindi po sa pagmamahal ninyong lahat, sa pag-guide ninyo po sa amin. So, susunod po ay yung isa pang malapit kay Papa. Kung si Papa Boy po ay nakasama ni Papa at saka ni na ate during the time na nasa Las Piñas sila. Si na Tita G po nakasama namin sa Project 4 for 6 years, 7 years, in 2004 to 2011. Actually, before that, sa Project 4 po ako bininyagan. Project 4 baby ako, they would say. Tita G would always be proud. Project 4 baby ako.
Sabi nito.
Siyempre. Pero, since, truth. Tita G, sabi niya hindi na din siya magsasalita. Siguro din to protect her health din. I asked Ate JC to speak in behalf of the family.
JC, oh.
Ayun.
Bit niya yung isang pack. Teka. Pakita mo sa kanya yung isang pack. Dalawang pack na pala ng tissue.
Hawak ko, huwag kang galila.
Lampi.
Hello,
Good evening po. Ako po si JC. Ako po yung anak ng nanay. Alam po ako si G, yung bunso kong babae sa 6 na magkakapatid. Ay, sorry, may kodi ko po. Bayan?
issue.
Game. Okay. Good evening to everyone. I am honored to say a few words about my Tito Jojo. Sorry, yakan ko talaga ako. I saw him last week, a few days before he passed away. That time, I've never foreseen this happening because I know that what he had was manageable and curable. Sabi ko pa kay mama, okay lang naman si Tito Jo kasi magagamot pa yun. On Friday, November 24, Jamie called me and updated me regarding his condition. She said he needed to be transferred to the ICU for close monitoring of his pulmonary function dahil medyo hirap po siyang huminga. Kaya lang po dinala si Tito Jojo sa hospital dahil nagka-fever lang po siya. That same day, I went to Santa Rosa kasi we were scheduled to attend a wedding on the 25th. Ang sabi pa ni Jeannie sa akin nung tumawag siya, pakidala daw yung mattress ni Tito Jo na gagamitin kasi to-transfer siya sa ICU. So akala ko okay lang dahil sabi nga po ni Ate Beng, meron po kaming Viber group, magpipinsan na dun po kami nag-a-updatean sa kung ano pong condition ni Tito Jojo. So at past 7 in the evening, my other cousins updated us on Viber that we needed to pray for him. Ate Leslie said that he was for intubation. Kaya po nagulat ako kasi akala ko okay lang si Tito Jojo. A few minutes later, wala pa pong 8 o'clock. They said that he wasn't responding anymore. And then Ate Trixie called and said, Jace, wala na si Tito Jo. Kaya po umuwi po agad kami ni Ryan. On my way back in the car, I kept praying. I didn't question God, but I was praying and talking to God, thanking Him for lending my Tito Jojo to us. Tito Jo was outgoing. 7 years po kaming magkakasama. Every time I saw him, we would joke around and we'd all laugh together, even on the simple things. He always had the signature smile. Yan pong picture na yan. Ako po nag-picture niya nung namatay po si Lola Mami. Sorry. You could tell that he loved life despite his condition. And I am very fortunate and blessed to be able to witness and experience how he was as a husband, as a father, a brother, and an uncle. Growing up, I considered him to be one of my second fathers like Tito Boy. Tito Jojo loves to cook, especially during holidays. We would always gather, and he would always cook our favorite embutido that I will surely miss. For me, Tito Jojo is the perfect example of a person who is humble. He imparted a lot of life lessons to me, even now at my age. I absolutely loved hearing his stories and learning about life every day. I also got my love for music from him too, because I know he loved singing. Before I end this, I just want to take this opportunity to thank Tita Ja. I want to thank Tita Ja, his lifetime partner and best friend. Tita Ja, I may never say it, or I may not say it as often, but I want to thank you for taking care of Tito Jojo and for never leaving his side. Thank you for loving him so much and for being with him until his last breath. You have done so much not only for him but for the whole family, Tita Ja. Mahal na mahal din po kita. I promise to always be here for you, for Jamie, and for Jet. To my Papa Jojo, I will miss you every day of my life. Thank you for everything, and until we meet again. Sorry.
Yan. Pag-block naman ito yung ni Papa, wag po kayong mag-alala.
Available din siya sa restaurant.
Dahil dalawang Christmas niya pong tinuturo yun sa akin.
Alam ko, bebe. So, gagawa mo kami din.
Pwede na. Siyempre, para pat naging anak ako, di ba? Para pat naging anak ako, hindi ko itutuloy. Pero yun po, for some weird reason, bago po kasi siya magkasakit ng... bago po yung huling 2 taon, hindi niya po talaga tinuturo sa akin yon. Ayaw niya akong magluto. Si Mama po talaga, pagka siya yung nasa kusina, sakala ako nakakausyoso. Pero pag si Papa yung nandun, ayaw niya. Kasi timpla daw niya yon. Pero for the past 2 Christmases, tinuturo niya po sa akin, sabi niya, anak, ikaw maghalo, anak, ikaw magtimpla, amuyin mo, ganyan. Ganyan siya magtimpla, amuyin mo, naamoy mo rin yung pickles. Pag hindi pa, dagdagan mo pa. So wag po kayo mag-alala, hindi po yun mawawala. And that's one treasure po na hindi ko kakalimutan o mamahalin ko habang buhay ko, no, yung recipe niya na yung embutido. Dahil tapos na po ang mga kapatid ng aking ama, Tita G po, di ba? Tapos syempre kami na, pero syempre save the best for last, sabi nga nila. I would like to ask this cousin of mine po to speak in behalf of her family. Dahil despite po of not being a first degree relative po, second degree cousin po namin sila ang magkapatid. Pero yun nga po, gaya po nung sabi ko sa inyo kanina, para pa rin po kami magkakapatid. So,
Bitmoji.
Calling the Bitmoji.
nais ko pong imbitahin ang aming Bitmoji Queen. Si Ate Leslie.
Yes, ang ilan na lahat.
Talo kami, so... Ako po yung dahil ni Tito Jo dahil talo, hindi. Para po sa hindi nakakakilala sa akin, ako po si Leslie, kapatid ko po si Francis, yung nasa likod. Si Gilbert po. Kami po ay anak ni Boots, ay pinsang buo po ni Tito Jojo at obviously yung mga kapatid. Si mama ko po at ang daddy ko nasa Florida, so wala po sila dito. Kaya po itong pagsasalita ko, hindi po talaga para sa amin magkapatid, pero para po kay mama. ang mama ko po, para sa hindi nakakaalam, only child po kasi siya. So, ang kwento nila, and correct me if I'm wrong mga tita, no? Pero lumaki po sila magkakasama sa probinsya noon. Na, to the point na para na rin silang magkakapatid. Ang turing nila sa mama ko, magkakapatid. Si mama ko kasunod ni Tita Tel. So, manang boots siya ni Tita Monet, ni Tito Jojo, ni Tito Boy, ni Tita Chin. So, very close po talaga sila. So, kaming magkapatid, growing up, naging very close na rin po sa mga pinsan namin. Di ba siya? Alam mo yan? To a point na para na rin talaga kami magkakapatid. And nung pong mga huling oras dito, alam ni Mama kung ano yung nangyayari. In fact, saktong-sakto kasi nung tumawag ako sa kanya, nasabi ko, Ma, medyo delikado si Tito pag pray mo siya. Saktong-sakto kasi mag-pray sila ng rosary ni Papa noon. And she was telling me, she told me later on na yung rosary na yon in-offer na niya para kay Tito Jo. Kasi alam niya na anytime niya, going na siya. So, malaki talaga yung hinayang ni Mama na wala siya dito. Pero sabi din niya, in a way, para siyang sinspare ni Lord. Kasi nung namatay po ang grandmother namin, wala rin si Mama. So, hindi din niya nakitang nahirapan ang lola namin. Ganun din nung namatay si Tito Boy, wala rin siya dito. Nung namatay si Tito, wala rin siya. Tito Jojo, wala rin. So, ang naaalala lang niya sa kanila, yung laughter, yung happy, yung healthy, yung masaya. In fact, ang sabi ni Mama, ang huli daw niyang memory kay Tito Jojo was the time, kakauwi lang ni Mama, May. Nandun kami sa bahay ni na Tita G, tapos kumakain, nagkukwentuhan. Pinagtatawanan namin si Tita Neng, wala si Tita Neng ngayon dito eh. Kaya sa Bohol yata si Tita Neng, di ba? Pinagtatawanan namin si Tita Neng, tsaka yung mga kalokohan ni Tita Neng. Tawa kami ng tawa, hagik-gik daw na hagik-gik si Tito Jojo. So ngayon, pag naaalala niya si Tito, yun yung naaalala niya, yung laughter, yung happy, yung masaya, and all that. Pero sabi nga ni Mama, matagal na rin kasing may sakit si Tito. Ang dami na rin yung challenges na pinagdaanan, ang dami na yung pain na pinagdaanan. Siguro nga, sabi niya, anak, napagod na rin si Tito mo. Siguro time to rest na din. Although his life was short, 57 lang si Tito, kung isipin mo, ang dami pa sana niyang pwedeng gawin. Ang dami pa niyang pwedeng magawa. Pero siguro nga, ganun talaga eh. When God calls you, and that's it. Yun na yung end. And he was sick for a long time, sobrang challenged, not only because masakit siya, but you know, all the finances that go with being sick. Pero he endured it with so much grace. Hindi ko po naringgan si Tito or yung pamilya ni Tito na umaangal. Siguro kung meron po tayong makukuha sa life niya, siguro yun, that when God provides us with challenges or when the Lord gives us, you know, difficulties in life, we have to endure, and we endure it with grace and with faith that God will always provide. Because if you know his life story, and I'm sure all of you do, you know that through it all, he provided, the Lord provided every single time. When he needed the transplant, nagkaroon ng donor, kinailangan ng pera, itawid yun, nagkaroon. Nung na-hospitalize siya for heart disease, ganun ulit. Nung nagkasakit siya recently, kami nang magpipinsan yung tumulong sa kanya. Ngayon, kung nakaratay siya dito, ganun ulit, na itawid ulit. Sabi nga ng ni Trix, tignan mo ka, sabi niya, wala tayong inutang, no? Sabi niya, naitawid natin to na magkakasama lang. Siguro yun yung legacy ng pamilya na iniiwan ni Tito, na laging nagpo-provide si Lord. Siguro yun yung kapitan natin ngayon, diba? Na kahit wala na si Tito Jojo, when you look back in his life, you also look back and realize how faithful the Lord is. That He will never give us anything that we cannot handle. He will always provide one way or another. And then one more thing, kung hindi niyo po siya kilala, sa mga tao na ngayon ko lang din, siguro hindi niyo siya masyadong kilala. Kung hindi niyo siya masyadong kilala, tignan niyo si Tita Ja. And remember, look at her. Look how quiet she is. And look how beautiful she is. And try to imagine Tito Jo beside her. Kasi sabi ko nga kay Jet, ngayon na wala na si Tito, hindi ko ma-imagine na nag-attend ng reunion, ng holiday na nandun ka, tapos wala siya sa tabi mo. Kasi yun siya eh. silang dalawa lagi silang magkatabi. Bago pa kumain si Tita Ja, may dala na siyang pagkain para kay Tito Jo. Lalabas na niya yung medicine kit ni Tito para tignan niyo lang si Tita Ja. And you can talk about, and you will see how much love there was between the two of them. And Tita, I promise na wala man po si Mama dito. Gusto ko po sabihin sa inyo na kami naman po yung tatabi sa inyo moving forward. Hindi po kayo mag-iisa. Kasi marami po kami, yung mga pinsan na hindi wala si Jet doon dahil nasa eskwelahan siya o si Jamie naka-duty siya. Kami po magpipinsan, hindi po namin nahayaan na pag may get together, wala kayong katabi. Siguraduhin po namin na may katabi kayo. And lastly, tignan nyo si Jamie tsaka si Jet. Kung hindi nyo kilala si Tito Jo, tignan nyo silang dalawa. They are both God-fearing, parehong matalino, very kind, very loving, very honest, persons with integrity, humble, and with a sense of humor, with a sense of joy. Mga ading ko, kayo ang legacy ni Papa ninyo. Ito yung sabi ko, paulit-ulit ko sinasabi kay Jet. Wala mang maipamana si Papa Diyos sa inyong dalawa, James, Jet. Wala man mapamanang yaman na physical ang Papa ninyo. Ang naipamana niya sa inyo, yung values na ipinigay niya sa inyo. So wag niyong kalimutan yun. Live your life to make Him proud. Continue living your life in a way that your dad has always wanted you to live your life. And ituloy niyo na ipasa niyo yun sa mga magiging anak ninyo. At ipakilala niyo siya sa kanila kasi alam ko na lalaki rin silang katulad ninyo ng mabubuting tao kasi nagkaroon kayo ng ama ng mabuting tao din. Isa pa po siguro, sobrang akong grateful at sobrang happy na kahit po challenge si Tito Jojo, napakasaya ng pamilya niya. Simple lang pero masaya. Siguro yun yung dapat din natin paghawakan na kung anong meron tayo, basta happy family, basta magkakasama, sakto na, okay na. There's really nothing more that you need in life except a happy family because that is everything and that you will always need. So I guess this is as a point na gusto ko lang po magpasalamat sa mga pinsan ko na tinanggap din kami magkapatid na para niyang mga kapatid. And I'm very grateful na on a personal note na nakatulong ako kay Tito nung mga huling sandali ng buhay niya. Sobrang mahal din kita, Tito. Kayo po ni Papa Boy, para ko na rin pong mga pangalawang ama. And alam kong masakit, this is my last words, no? Alam kong napakasakit na to say goodbye. But I'd like to share, at one point, there was an obituary that I read on Facebook about a nun. Nagulat po ako. Kasi normally, when you read an obituary, they say it is with profound sadness, right? That we announce the passing of, etc. This obituary said, it is with profound joy that we announce that our sister so-and-so is now with the Lord. It changed my view of death in so many ways. Of course, you believe that. But when you see it as an announcement, that it is with joy that they're announcing that that their loved one has passed, parang I was taken aback and I said, oh nga, iiyak tayo as family kasi hindi na natin sila makikita. Pero dapat, more than the sadness, yung joy na wala nang pain. Sabi nga ni Tin, wala nang pain, wala nang hardship, wala nang sickness. Makakain na lahat ng gusto niyang kainin sa heaven. Makikita na niya ulit si Lola, Mommy, si Papa Boy. So there's so much joy there. So when we bring him to his final resting place tomorrow, let us be grateful and joyful as well. So that's it. Thank you, everybody.
Siguro mahirap yung sinabi ni Ate Lek na tatabihan niya si Mama kasi kami tatlo kaya hindi kami kasya. Pero ayun, siguro sasabihin ko lang my piece naman siguro a little bit kung bakit I tried to keep it light po ngayong gabi. Bakit I tried to still make it funny a bit, na makarinig ng tawa. Kasi yun po yung gusto ni Papa. Papa would tell us na huwag kayong iiyak kasi kailangan masaya nun tayo. Kailangan i-enjoy natin ang buhay, ganyan. So tinry ko pong i-emulate kung ano yung gusto niyang mangyari. At sana po, nakita ninyo na through it, I tried to be an instrument of His Spirit. So, ayun po, siguro to share some words for our family, in behalf of our family. Gusto ko pong tawagin ng aming bato. The rock of our family. Kumbaga ako man po ang lalaki at ako ang pinakamalaki. Siya po yung talagang sinasandalan naming apat. The past years, she has been providing for us the way that my dad would want to. Sa lahat po ng pangangailangan namin bilang pamilya, she would always be there. At hindi niyo po siya mariringgan ng reklamo na ang hirap-hirap naman ito, na wala akong naiipon para sa sarili ko. Kasi she was happy. She was happy doing it for the family. So nais ko pong tawagin ng aking kapatid, si ate, para mag-share ng ilang salita para in behalf of our family po.
Hi everyone, good evening. Yes, of course, first off, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I know it's a very busy week. Alam ko lahat tayo may trabaho, lahat may ginagawa. Pero nakakataba po ng puso na sinamahan niyo po kami ngayon para magbigay pugay para sa buhay ng padre de pamilya namin. Yung lalaking nakangiting. For the past few days, I know most of you have wondered kung umiiyak ba ako. People rarely see me cry. Sa aming tatlo ngayon na nandito, ako lang po ang pinakamadalang niyong makitang umiyak. Dahil po sa totoo lang, yung dalawa pong ito ay tarantahin. Yung dalawa po ito ay iyakin. Although nung lumalaki po ako po talaga ay sadyang iyakin. He must have given me strength not to shed so much of a tear. Noong mga panahong pilit namin siyang hinahabol pabalik. Sa amin pong lahat, ako lamang po ang hindi masyadong maiyak. Nanlalamig po ako, sumasakit po yung ulo ko. Feeling ko po nasusuka ako. Kasi nawalan po ako ng, nawalan po ako ng sandalan. My father has been the force that he's the force that strengthens me. Sa lahat ng bagay, tinuruan niya ako na tinuruan po niya ako na maging matatag. Sa lahat ng pagkakataon po, yun po yung mga itinuro niya sa amin kung paano maging matatag, kung paano maging masaya despite the fact na alam mo yun, minsan hirap na tayo sa buhay natin. To share with you a piece of my dad, mahilig maglambing yan. Kasi, syempre, I go to work often. Well, every day. Pag ginagabi ako ng uwi, ang lambing lang yan sa akin, pasalubong lang. Kahit ano lang. So, minsan nagdadala ako ng french fries, ganyan, or donut, or burger. And never a pasalubong goes by without us sharing it with either the four of us or the three of us kung nandun si Jet sa bahay. So, isa siguro sa mga bagay na mamimiss namin kay Papa is yung simpleng conversation over anything. Whether it be dinner, coffee, sometimes even nothing. Usap lang kayo. Ganon. Ang pinaka siguro mamimiss ko sa lahat clingy kasi kaming apat. Kumbaga, at our age, I'm 30, my brother is 22. We all sleep in the same room. Kung kaya lang kami ng isang kama, siguro we'd also sleep in the same bed. So, waking up, seeing 4 of you complete, yun siguro yung pinaka-mamimiss ko. Kasi para sa akin, silang mag-asawa, sa kanila ko nakita yung tunay na pagmamahal. Kumbaga, kung ako man po ay, mag-settle down, maghahanap po ako ng taong aalagaan ako at aalagaan ko ng buong buo. I know in my heart that, my father loved my mom so much. That's why he quietly left us. Kasi po si Mama malakas makiramdam. Siguro tumaas lang ang isang balahibo ng tatay ko sa kilay, mararamdaman na niya na may mali. Kaya siguro hindi na siya nagpaalam ng grabe. Kasi ayaw niyang mataranta si Mama. Hindi rin siya nagpaalam kay Jetjet ng maayos. Kasi alam niyang hindi rin kakayanin ni Jetjet. It warms my heart to hear all of our loved ones tell us how humble and loving my father was. And he is. Hindi man po ako sing guwapo ng tatay ko. Naipasa po niya sa amin kung paano magmahal ng buo. Ang bahay po namin ay mananatili na Switzerland. I'd like to call our house Switzerland kasi po we've always been neutral. Mananatili pong ganun yun. Mananatili din pong bukas ang pintuan at ang puso namin sa kahit sino. Para sa kahit ano, meron man kami o wala. Kaya po, lubos po ako nagpapasalamat sa lahat po ng tumulong sa amin sa mga nakalipas na taon. Higit sa lahat po sa mga kapatid ni Papa, Tita Tel, Tita Mazet, Tita Chit, Tita G, Tito Boy. Iba-iba po ang naitulong ninyo sa amin. Monetary man, support man yan na moral, paghatid sundo, pagluto ng pagkain. Yun po ay habang buhay naming dadalhin dito. Alam ko po, yun po ang magiging kagustuhan ni Papa na manatiling ganito. Totoo po yun sinabi nyo na tayong magpipinsan mas buo. Nakakalungkot nga lang. Daya nito magsi-celebrate na ako ng undas. Pero ang maganda doon, sama-sama tayong magsi-celebrate ng undas taon-taon. Sama-sama tayong magsi-celebrate ng Pasko, Bagong Taon, lahat ng uri ng okasyon. At yung embutido ni Papa, si Jetjet na magluluto. Wala na ring maninita sa amin kung mali yung hiwa ng carrots. Mali yung hiwa ng ganito. Kahit na pagbagsak sa tiyan, hindi naman magrereklamo yung tiyan kung paano yung hiwa. There are a lot of things that we will miss sa tatay ko. Pero tignan ko lang kayo isa-isa. Alam kong nandiyan siya. Kaya salamat po sa pagpunta ninyo dito. And malamig na po yung alskaldo. Pwede na po tayong magmerienda sa gilid. Mayroon pa po merienda sa likod. Salamat po ulit sa pagsama sa amin.
Salamat po. Salamat. Isang anecdote na lang. Dahil nabanggit niya yung pagluluto ni Papa at yung pagreklamo niya sa maling hiwa ng carrots. Isang linggo, sabi ni Mama, Pa, bumili ako ng hasa-hasa. Niluto natin, gagawin kong escabeche. Sabi ni Papa, sige, huwag mong lalagyan ng kamatis. Sabi ni Mama, bakit? Masarap yun, ganyan. Basta huwag mong lalagyan ng kamatis. So yung tatay ko umasa na walang kamatis si escabeche. Nagluto si Mama. Nilagyan niya ng kamatis. Masarap naman, masarap yun. Siyempre masarap pagluto ng aking ina. So pag akit ng pagkain kay Papa, sabi niya, ano to? Sabi ni Mama, escabeche. Hindi escabeche yan. Bakit? May kamatis. Tapos sinubukan niya. Sabi niya, masarap naman diba? Oo. Pero hindi escabeche yan. Sweet and sour yan. Sabi niya gano'n. So, gusto ko lang po ulit yan in behalf of our family. Gusto ko magpasalamat sa lahat ng tumulong na mabigyan si Papa ng kung anong nararapat para sa kanya. Maibigay sa kanya itong peaceful, maganda, very white, very him, very simple. Gaya po ng sabi ni ate, pwede na po natin pagsalusaluhan ng alas kaldo at ang masarap na tokot baboy sa likod. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta at pagpalain po kayo lahat.